Hey everybody, my name is Steve, and I want to show you some of the training equipment that we use as we get rolling with our day training program, so you know what we're using and how we use it. So we're going to start with something very simple, and that's a leash. Everybody needs to have a leash. We don't want you to use a retract leash. We want you to use what we call a static leash. This is a leather leash, which is what I prefer. Over time it softens, it's easy on your hands, it doesn't burn your hands like a lot of nylon leashes do, so using leather is a much better option, in my opinion, for training, for walking, for just working your dog in general. It's soft and supple after use. This one is fairly stiff, but I get to judge you by what your leash looks like when you use leather, because then I know how often you're using it. So a good leather leash. I prefer a 6-foot leash. Some people like a 4-foot leash. Just depends on what you're comfortable with. I'm going to show you 2 collars. This is what we call a check collar. So the check collar is neat. It's a nylon collar with a small metal portion, and it helps us to make a little bit of a noise. It's not made to choke the dog. It's not made to hurt the dog in any way. But the noise that this makes is kind of check. And the collar works like a martingale collar, so it cinches up. And that way the dog can't back out of it. We'll get a lot of dogs that like to back out of their collar. This keeps them from doing that. So a check collar. So you may see that as a recommendation for your dog when you start the program. The other collar I like to use is made by Springer. It's made over in Germany. And it is a chain, but it's not your typical choke chain. The difference in this is that the links are long. What happens when the links are long like this, you set it up by dropping the links through the end with the tab. That's where they go through. That way the tab doesn't get in the way. And then when it goes on the dog, it's going to go on the dog where it goes over the top. If your dog's at the left side, it comes over the top on the left. I prefer to walk a dog on the left side. Prefer to work a dog on the left side for the same reason. They stay right here, and they'll build muscle memory for being on the side. So this goes in over the top. That way when you cinch this up, it makes noise, and these long links click, and they make a noise. And it makes a noise that can interrupt the dog's behavior. So the Springer, we call it a fur saver. We use it on long-haired dogs, originally made for German Shepherd dogs, but we can use it on short-haired dogs and other breeds and get the same results. So this is back out to normal, take the orange tab, drop it in, bring it in. And all these collars, or both these collars I'm showing you, are designed to stay on your dog all the time. This one doesn't tangle the hair, that's why we use it. This one doesn't tangle the hair, and then you have control with your dog. You should have a collar on your dog, that way you have control, the dog has tags on it, and it makes even more noise, and I'll show you that as we start training. Thanks.